National Information Technology Development Agency was established in April 2001 to develop and regulate the use of information technology in Nigeria. It was mandated by the National Information Technology Development Act 2007 to create the planning, research, coordination, monitoring, evaluation, and regulation of information technology activities in Nigeria. It started since then, but in the past 3 years, the agency comes in the limelight when my predecessor, the present Minister for Communications and Digital Economy, was appointed by the President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, as the 4th Director General and CEO of the agency. When he came on board, the first thing he did was to set up a team and look at the mandate of the agency in line with the campaign promises of the President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. And I was opportune to be part of that team. So we came up with a strategic roadmap. Then fifthly is promotion of local content. We need to promote our local content so that we can use our indigenous IT product. Then number 6 is about cyber security. We need to secure our cyberspace because we are digitizing all our services. Then the 7th one is about digital job creation. If you remember, one of the key campaign promise of President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, is about job creation. So far we have achieved a lot with our modest efforts. ICT has been one of the key contributor to our national economy. If you look at it based on our GDP, ICT is the 3rd in terms of contribution to our gross domestic product. Okay, let me give you an example with one of our regulatory instruments we issued early this year. That is Nigerian Data Protection Regulation. We regulate, we call it developmental regulation because we regulate to create opportunities. We look at where do we need opportunity so that we can create an enabling environment. At the heart of that regulation is to de-risk personal data, but our aim was to create a new industry, that is the data industry. This industry didn't exist last year. It was this year we created it, and our target is to create about 300,000 jobs with that regulation. So far, we've licensed 27 companies to provide the data protection compliance. We call them DPCOs, and we gave them target on job creation, all of them. So far, we've created more than 600 jobs under that regulation alone this year. And looking at our population and the number of organizations that collect and process data, this is possible because based on our findings, there are over 5 million organizations in Nigeria that collect and process data. So for them to comply, we need about 300,000 jobs that can help those organizations comply with this regulation roadmap that can help transform the Nigeria into a knowledge-based economy. The strategy has 7 pillars. Firstly, regulation. The regulation is about creating the enabling environment. Then secondly, capacity building. After you regulate and create the enabling environment, the next thing you need to is to have citizens with the skills. That's why we focus on capacity development. Then thirdly is promotion of government digital services. You have the right enabling environment, you have the skills people. The next thing is to challenge them to create digital services for the government. Then fourthly is digital inclusion. We are talking about government digital services, therefore it is key to have digital infrastructure in the nook and cranny of this country. So we intervene to provide digital infrastructure to unserved and underserved communities around the country, because most of the business people invest where they can get return on investment. If you harness this talent well, it can create a lot of value for the country. For you to hack a system, you must know how that system is constructed and how it works. So our idea is...
You have the intention of utilizing their talent also?
Sure, that's it. We want to reach to them, then we find a way to utilize the talent and turn the frustration into a delight so that we can create value and prosperity in our country.
But sir, how do you intend to reach out to those people? Because some of them might not be well too, since you are government, I know. Yeah. But how do you intend to?
Already they have a community in Lagos and around the country, and we have already reached to them. They are willing to meet with us. We have fixed a date. Earlier we wanted to meet in December, but because of some other official engagement, we couldn't make it. We have to reschedule it. We are planning to meet early in January, and we are also working with the SSA to the president on ease of doing business, because they are also looking at it as an opportunity. It's a business empire we are